Hi everyone, Matthew here at Weather Watch, taking a look at the weather through the course of the coming weekend. Obviously the first weekend of May, Saturday the 6th and Sunday the 7th. And essentially the fine and settled conditions which have dominated now for several days after a particularly dry April will overall continue for most this weekend. There will be some slight variation, however, particularly if you're located across Munster, particularly more southern and southwestern areas of Munster. There will be more cloud through the rest of Friday and even into Saturday. Perhaps some patchy rain and drizzle possible, but otherwise for many areas of the country the fine and settled weather will continue, and even across southwestern areas of the country many areas here will become dry as well by the time we get to Sunday. Just drawing your attention to this region of generally cloud-free skies across many northern and northwestern areas of the British Isles, and it is within this region here that a blocking area of high pressure, as it is known, will continue to dominate the weather and essentially deflect weather systems away from Ireland in the coming days and also well into next week as well. So essentially the fine, settled and benign weather will continue for several days to come. Now moving on and just taking a look at the short term through the rest of Friday, and obviously nothing to show on rainfall radar. All areas of the country are indeed dry. However, high resolution satellite imagery does highlight the south and southwest of the country across parts of Munster where there is more cloud, and it is across this extreme south and southwestern regions where it will be quite a cool and cloudy day through the rest of Friday. But clearly the further north you travel, the more further north you are, then as you can see a lot of cloud-free skies, as has been the case over the last several days, so plenty of sunshine. Yes, it will be another breezy day, but in the sunshine it will certainly be pleasantly warm this afternoon. So let's take a look at the all-important weather charts now, putting the details onto the forecast over the next day or two. But a quick look at Friday's weather chart. There's the large area of high pressure dominating to the north of the country, signalling this fine and settled weather, whereas weather systems are located just to the south and southwest. Note as well the close proximity of these black lines, the isobars, indicating another breezy day with a brisk east or southeasterly wind, and when combined with that quite cloudy weather across the southwest of the country, it will again be quite cool here, but elsewhere in the sunshine this afternoon it will be pleasant enough. Through into Saturday, and these weather systems do get close enough to parts of southern and southwestern areas of Munster in particular to lead to the risk of some rather cloudy and damp weather with some patchy rain and drizzle, and it is across the extreme southwest of the country where the poorest of the weather will be through the course of Saturday. However, the further north you travel and the further north you are, then it will be another reasonable day, brighter sunny spells, and especially across Ulster and the north of the country some prolonged sunshine again possible, and certainly pleasantly warm once again in the sunshine. We move through into Sunday, and essentially the fine and settled weather then redevelops nationwide. Weather systems are cleared away to the south as high pressure redevelops and reasserts itself across all areas of the country. So Sunday is a very, very pleasant day indeed. And also as well, note how the black lines, these isobars, become more spaced out, essentially indicating much lighter winds than compared with the last few days. So by the time we get to the second half of the weekend through Sunday, winds light and variable, and with some brighter sunny spells, perhaps some prolonged spells of sunshine in places, it will be a very pleasant day, pleasantly warm through the course of Sunday afternoon. And just a quick look even into the beginning of next week, whilst weather systems begin to lurk to the west and southwest of the country, it is high pressure which continues to be influential, and again this signalling yet further dry and benign weather even into next week, as this quite pronounced and noteworthy period of dry weather continues across many areas of the country. So let's take a look at the temperatures now into the coming weekend, but just through the rest of Friday. Temperatures always highest across the north of the country this afternoon in some sunshine. These temperatures perhaps not just as high enough as what is expected, perhaps even reaching 14 or 15 across the north. But given that cloud across parts of Munster, it will be cooler clearly across the south. Temperatures do drop away this evening and overnight. Locally chilly, perhaps minimum temperatures 4 or 5 degrees across some rural areas of central and northern areas of the country, but then through into Saturday, and it will be again across northern areas of the country where temperatures perhaps rising to 14, 15 or 16 degrees across Ulster, but beneath the cloud across the south of the country then temperatures perhaps just 11 or 12 degrees Celsius. Another cool night again on Saturday night through into Sunday. Rurally temperatures just 4, 5 or 6 degrees, but as ever always higher around the coast. However, temperatures then do rise significantly through the course of Sunday in association with those light winds and plenty of sunshine, especially as you can see across inland areas of the country. temperatures rising to 16, 17 or perhaps even 18 degrees Celsius. So a very, very pleasant afternoon on Sunday indeed. As ever at this time of year, it will be cooler around coastal areas. As you can see, temperatures perhaps just 12 or 13 around the coast, but come further inland and then a pleasantly warm afternoon is certainly expected on Sunday. So let's finally summarise then our weekend weather summary. Looking at Saturday the 6th, particularly across the north of the country, it will be dry for much of the day with some brighter sunny spells and pleasant still in the sunshine as well. However, for many central and southern areas, yes, there will be some brighter weather, but it will be quite cloudy, especially across Munster, where some patchy rain or drizzle is possible. However, through into the 7th, Sunday the 7th, the fine weather returns nationwide, with brighter sunny spells, these perhaps prolonged at times too, and it will be a pleasantly warm day across central areas of the country as winds generally become light and variable after the very breezy weather of the last few days. So that's all the details for the forthcoming weekend. Clearly enjoy the weather, especially by the time we get to Sunday. Thanks for tuning in and all the very best.